There you go, guys. It's been raining all week here and weather's been pretty shitty, so gonna do a service on the missus' car. It's been yeah, I let this one slide a bit. Usually do it every 10,000, but we've come up to about 15,000 now, so yeah, we're gonna take it for a spin around the block, get it nice and toasty, and then come back and put it up in the stands, drop the oil, and might even change the brake fluid if I'm feeling keen. Alright, go for a drive. Yeah, I've got some engine flush sitting there at home, so I usually put that through my ute, but I haven't been doing many Ks, and I don't really know if the shit goes off or not, so we're just gonna probably chuck it in the missus' car and try and clean up some of that sludge if there is any, but can't see why it won't hurt. Anyway, we'll go for a spin. There's a bit of a festival on in town, so this road's bloody busy more than usual. There's a lot of people sticky beacon, so yeah, we'll do a lap and get it nice and toasty. Alright guys, managed to take it onto the Autobahn in Germany. Just gonna open it up and get the cobwebs out of the exhaust. Brakes work good. The V6 don't go too bad. Anyway, it's a nice and toasty and ready for the service. Alright guys, doesn't seem to be too many good jacking points because this car's pretty low to ground, so I'm just going to go on the centre of the K-frame, I think they call it. Just the cross member that goes underneath the engine there, and jack it up from there and get the stand either side of where the actual jack points are. Anyway, we'll get this up in the ground, off the ground, and get the jack stands. Alright guys, got the Commodore off the ground. There's just a jacking point here, and on the other side we'll put the jack stands under there, and we'll come around from the back. Alright guys, got the jack stands under the front jack points, and we're going to lift it from the diff housing here and put the jack stand behind the other two jacking points. Alright guys, that's the rear jacking point, so I'll lug one of these over the other side and then we'll drop it down and start dropping the oil. Alrighty, so we got that jacked up. We'll have to jump under there, get the bash plate covers off to get access to the sump plug. I've tried to put my vacuum tool down the dipstick, but yeah, she doesn't fit, so we'll make sure we get the sump plug loose and get the bash plates off so we can get access to all the bits if we put the flush in. If we can't undo it, then there's no point to put the flush in. You'll fuck your motor running that shit in there long term, so yeah, we'll just make sure we get all of that shit first, and I'll get all the gear and we'll get to it. Alrighty guys, it's just 6 bloody 13 mils holding this cover on, so this will be the last one and then it should just pop off. Bit of a hard way to say. If you've got bigger jack stands, you can obviously get the car higher or hoist, but don't really need to get under this to drop the oil. I can reach in, so pointless lifting it up too high. Find when there's the cover there, and I find the car's not that bloody steady from when it's on these jacking points. It wobbles a bit, so don't want it too high. Alright, you want to take this top cover off so you can get to the oil filter, so it just lifts off. So she clicks in there. Put that to the side. And then I think it's a 24. I'll get a 24 and I'll loosen that off. So that's a 24, so you just want to make sure you can crack that. It's only got to be done up 25 metres, so it shouldn't be too hard. So I always use this pen right side, so if you have a look, this is a Holden Commodore SV6, 3.6 litre. So that's what this is, and then engine oil, so it's 7 litres. So that allows you to work out how much oil you're going to take in, how much to put in, and how much flush to put in. So grab the flush and see what it says. So this bottle here says 375ml treats up to 7.5 litres. So 0.5 over is not going to hurt it. So it says start run engine 5 minutes. Yeah, we've taken it for a spin around the block. Pull this in, start the engine again, and run for 10 minutes. So we'll do that. I'm just going to break the seal. Find your wheel cap. If that wants to come undone. Alright. It's a bit sticky. There we go. And pour it in. Try and get it everywhere. So yeah, you don't have to be precise, you know. Could leave 75ml left in here, but you know, a little bit extra won't hurt. 1 minute. Could be wrong there. That's that. We'll put the cover plug back on, the cap. There we go, and we'll start up. So this car, you gotta put your foot on the brake. to starter. We'll set an alarm for 10 minutes and drain the oil. Alright guys, it's been 10 minutes, so jump in the car and switch her off. And then what we'll do is let that cool down and we'll loosen off the oil cap and drop the oil. Alright, we'll try and get to the plug. Try and line it up so you get the oil in the pan. We've got that tight in that moment, so just want to loosen that off. Should be able to do that with your fingers. Try and spread it out. Fuck not. I'll just get a towel. Not yet. Not yet. Must be a long bolt. Missed a little bit. Grab a towel and clean it up. It's looking pretty clean now. Oh, bastard. So we'll get that with a bit of razor later. Alright, while the oil's draining out the sump, we can change the filter up here, so we've pre-tracked this already. And, has quite a bit of tension on it because it's got rubber seal on there. So we have to get it started with undo it with a spanner first and then you can do it by hand. And paper towel, because you get oil everywhere. And it's bloody hot. So if you're impatient like me, you can do it while it's hot. So be careful, otherwise you can wait and wait till it cools down. So that's the filter. So we'll put that aside. I'll just get another towel. Put that there. And then grab our new filter, which is this guy here, a WCO4, interchangeable with a R2605P, which I think is a what's that? The brand. Can't remember. And it's got a lowering in here for the cap. Pretty sure they don't have a right way or wrong way. I put the writing in there face down last time, so we'll do the same. So the seats down there onto the spigot. You know when it's there because it will sit central, and we'll you might need a pick or something to get this O-ring off, so we'll get a pick and take that O-ring off. Alright guys, I just want to grab a pick and get rid of this seal. Don't be a hoarder and throw it in the bin. And grab the new one and just make sure it's all good. Whack that on. And I like to just lube it up with a bit of oil just so it seals good. Might be a bit controversial, but I just use a bit of the original engine oil. Not much coming out there, so as soon as we get a bit from the filter, just so it doesn't kink and distort. So you can place that in there. Make sure it's seals tight. Just check your filter too, make sure there's no junk in it. So that sits there perfect. And then just clean off that mating surface. Just there and there. They're pretty clean in there, so whack it back on. Just make sure she's centralised. Start with the shred, I think this is the best way to do it. And then we'll get our 12-inch 25 meters. Just put that back on for now. Right, I set this guy to 25 newton meters because it's written there. I'll do it. Otherwise, hand tight's good enough for me. I'll aim a little bit. So it doesn't need much. It's pretty much just seats and a little nip, and that's it. So if you don't have a torque wrench, it wouldn't worry too much. So it's still slowly pissing out after about 15 minutes. So we're going to put the sump plug in anyway. 100mm oil's not going to bother me too much. Might do you, but it is what it is. Just want to check the seal on your sump plug as well. Make sure it's not beaten up. I'm not sure if it had a washer on there. I'll soon find out when I drain this pan. But I'm pretty sure it didn't have one on there. So we'll whack this back in and start topping it back up again. Alrighty. So we'll just nip that up. So you put the 15 again. So that's just nipped up for now. We'll get the pan out of the way, give it a bit of a clean off, and just a good old brake clean. Can't go too wrong with that stuff. And then a bit more torque. Doesn't have to be too tight, but you don't want it too loose either. It's the only thing that's holding your oil in, so I'll just get this pan out of the way. Crazy how clean these petrols run compared to diesels. This oil looks still good. So I'm probably overdoing it, but yeah, that's good. Probably overdoing it. We're doing it every 10,000. Okay. Alright guys, because I don't know any better, I just pour a litre in at a time. I'll have to do it 7 times to fill the car up, but yeah, it seems to be the easiest way for me. Nothing worse than overfilling the car, and the only way to get the oil back out is to suck it out through the top if you can, or drop some into the sump. Just got to let the air into this so it fills a bit quicker. But it's a bit tedious, but it's the only way I know how, unfortunately. I should get a bigger container. That might be on the wish list. There you go. So that's a litre there, and then what I do is take the cap out, quickly chuck that into there, and then pour it in. This seems to be more fail-safe method for me, so I don't get oil and shit everywhere, waste it. So there's 1 litre. And then all I do is rinse and repeat. And because I've got a goldfish memory, I've got a pen in my pocket, and I'll just put a strike on the bottle, so I know I've done 1 litre, and I'll do that another 6 times. Just a tip, guys, that after I've done the 7 on there, 7 litres, I used 4.35 last time, so I've got 8.65 left out of this 20, so I've got enough for another service, and I'll have 1.65 left. That's the oil I use. I just use whatever Penrite recommends, but I don't know if it's cheaper now, but I know they make 7 litres, so it makes it a bit easier. I don't have to measure, just pour it straight in. So yeah, if it works out to be that not too much more dear to buy it like that, I'll probably do that next time. And the only thing with this is that you need a spare container for your leftovers, which I'm just using an old brake clean drum, and I might use this oil for something. It's a good fire starter, who knows. Yeah, I'll nip up the oil cap while I've got this engine bay uncovered and all that. Bit of oil residue. I might give it a bit of a degrease and a bit of a jet wash. But yeah, that's pretty much the oil change done. Got to go through and do other bits and pieces, but I'll make separate videos for that anyway. Alright guys, so I've finished doing the service on this, changing the oil and that. Just check the levels now that I've got it off the jack stand. So there's right on the money. So I'll do a double check. Just wipe that clean. And we'll double check it that it's alright. Yep, it's cold, it's spot on the money, so 7 litres it is. And we can go and put this cover back on. It's worth checking all the connectors and stuff are in good nick, and there's nothing leaking and all that sort of stuff, so it's a little bit of water left in here. I'll just get that out. Probably won't hurt, but we'll do it anal. to check there isn't over. This carver's just got 2 locating pins on the back there, and it just seats here onto the 2 prongs, so not sure if it will go on with the oil cap, we'll soon find out. No. So, take the oil cap off, put it somewhere, and try again. Didn't quite go in. Still going good. That seems to be the problem, officer. Oh, joy. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, so that's that. And then don't forget to whack your oil cap back on. Didn't like the feel of that, so just double check it. It's not going anywhere, so that's pretty well the oil service. You might have just missed out on me putting that bash plate cover on and dropping it down, but that's pretty self-explanatory, I reckon. Yeah. Well, that's the job done. Alright, cheers guys.